intersectional solidarity, a better future for you, for me, for anybody, for everybody who will ever be. Just pick something and help the world be free.
Universal human rights or everything is bullshit. Basic freedoms, freedom of expression, freedom of assembly, freedom of association, freedom of speech, freedom of media, freedom of information, freedom of belief, freedom of movement, right to privacy.
Intersectional solidarity, a better future for you, for me, for anybody, for everybody who will ever be. Just pick something and help the world be free.
Universal human rights or everything is bullshit.
Women, children, and LGBTQIA+, women's rights, gender-based violence and reproductive rights, sexual orientation and gender identity, LGBTQIA+ rights, early and forced marriage, children's rights, child soldiers, violence against children, youth in the criminal justice system, sex trafficking,
sexual violence, violence against indigenous women and girls, racism, minorities, and displacement, indigenous rights, asylum seekers and refugees, revocation of nationality, ethnic and religious discrimination, rural violence, religious minorities, ethnic conflict and forced displacement, internal displacement and land restitution, travel restrictions and family separation, arbitrary deprivation of nationality, migration and deportation, discrimination and intolerance, treatment of minorities, migrant workers, denial of citizenship rights, racial disparities and criminal justice, rights of non-citizens, work, labor rights, overseas workers, mining industry abuses, garment industry abuses, public sector corruption, forced labor, extractive industries, labor rights, child labor, sex work, palliative care, disability rights, rights to health, medical standards for all drugs, reproductive rights.
intersectional solidarity, a better future for you, for me, for anybody, for everybody who will ever be.
Intersectional human rights or everything is bullshit.
Law, government, corruption, civil society, judicial independence, foreign policy, free and democratic elections, national security, constitution, accountability for past human rights violations, legislative and institutional framework, barriers to education and illiteracy, access to justice, natural disaster recovery, death squads, political oppression, political pluralism, rule of law, deepening authoritarianism, drug policy reform, cult of personality,
War, military, police, armed conflict, accountability for torture by security forces, terrorism and counter-terrorism, conduct of security forces, police abuse, mandatory military service, security forces abuses and impunity, war, crimes, trials, military abuses and jurisdiction, public security and police conduct, violence by armed opposition groups, extrajudicial executions, guerrilla abuses, paramilitaries and successors, peace, negotiations and accountability, airstrikes, cluster munitions, indiscriminate attacks, impunity for abuses and violent crimes, imprisonment, prison conditions, torture and ill treatment in custody, fair trial, death penalty, due process, prison conditions, mass death
intersectional solidarity, a better future for you, for me, for anybody, for everybody who will ever be. Just pick something and help the world be free.
Universal human rights or everything is bullshit.
Silencing, prosecuting government critics, persecution of lawyers, arrest and harassment of critics, human rights defenders, journalists and trade unionists, attacks on health workers,